Hey guys, so I decided to make my final vlog in Italy and share my last thoughts on my Erasmus experience. Right now I'm here in Rome and I'm starting the first part of the video, and the other one will be back in Trieste, which I will explain why. Okay, so I think I learned a lot of new things. It's not all negative despite the whole virus situation. I feel like I had some difficult moments, but somehow I pulled through and I survived. So now I am ready to go back to Bulgaria. This time I actually will be taking a bus and it won't be very easy, but since I don't know if there will be any flights soon, I think I really learned some valuable things, and I think that this is an experience that I will never forget. I got to spend half of 2020 in another place, in another country, and I did not get so easily fed up. Usually when you stay for a long period at one place, you just get bored and want to change the location, which I definitely did. So I'm happy. Yes, there definitely were a lot of difficulties, but now I feel more confident after pulling through all of this, and I think I'm ready for the next stage of my life, for the next chapter. I have to go back to Bulgaria and finish my master's degree, and then I guess we'll see what happens. I have a lot of plans. Some of them I have already started working on. 2020 was very tough, but what I've learned is that we really have to be more aware of everything around us, and we have to come out stronger and better after all of this. I've made these vlogs so that they can help me remember more clearly in a couple of years when I decide to look back at this period. So that's what I love. I created memories. I met really wonderful people. We have our own cultural differences, but in the end I think that we are all the same. I don't know if there is one place in the whole world that we belong to. I think we can always decide to change our location, and we can always adapt, which is something that I never believed that would happen to me. And I also thought that this would be a very bad experience, being away from home. I met this girl, hi Cynthia, and after sharing some deep personal stories with each other, I feel really touched. And I can definitely say that what she's gone through cannot be compared to my problems. I mean, there are so many worse things that can happen to you, and sometimes you just think that the bad things happening to you are the worst, but always think twice, because sometimes even the bad things that are happening are not the worst, and there are definitely worse things to happen to you. And no matter where you are in the world, you need to surround yourself with great people. From what I've heard, even Paris is not that impressive if you have plenty of other things on your mind to deal with. I will always cherish this Erasmus experience, and I think that now more than ever I owe it to myself to be more truthful, to be more open about things, and to stand up for myself even more than I did before, and to stand up for what I believe in. I also met Lorenzo, who seems to think that he has this American accent, but it's kind of mixed with British, though it's not that good, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm mentioning these people because they were really important to me during this whole experience, even though I actually met some of them at the very end. So far, I'm also happy with my exam, how it turned out, even though it didn't start really nice at the beginning because I had some other organizational problems, but still I feel like it was very nice, and I couldn't expect it to be better, I think, considering the whole online education and everything that has been going on since this whole virus thing started. And I am glad that I didn't actually decide to go back. So I got this weird mark, 27 out of 30, and I'm happy with myself because I know that I hadn't really studied the same way that I was expected to, because it's a different country, a different type of studying, learning things. And that's why I'm actually proud, because I managed to somehow quickly adapt and do things, even though I knew that I couldn't actually do them as I wanted to. But now I have this whole new view about learning, especially jazz singing, jazz standards and everything. So I guess this is really what makes me happy, and I'm so grateful to my teacher, which you will hear me thanking like a lot of people during the second part of this video, which I already actually filmed, which is very weird because now, yeah, whatever, you will get it soon, I promise. Yeah, so overall I think it's not such a bad experience, you know, because sometimes I feel like things happen for a reason, so I just happened to go through all of these things, and many other students that have also decided to stay. I just wish I met like Cynthia, for example, earlier, like 3 months ago or something. Unfortunately, not that we, even if we did meet, nothing would have changed. If we at least would have like used online chatting and everything, but still I feel like we connected fast, so I got to find out some more interesting things about her and other people, and also she about me. And I think this is what matters in the end, that you've made memories, you've somehow found new ways to think about life and appreciate things more, you know. And yeah, I'm glad that I had this whole experience because I could somehow compare how things work here and back in Bulgaria, and I can see that things aren't that different, or for some things they are, for others, for other things they're not, but still at the same time, because you know, everyone seems to think that you have to move somewhere else and try like your luck everywhere or something, but I don't feel like it's always about a location. It's more like where you actually, I know that this would sound like cliche and everything, but it really does matter where you feel like home, and like you actually can start building your future there. So I'm glad that I was in Trieste because it really felt nice. You know, I was surrounded with all of this positive energy during this super bad time. So that's why I'm not like super complaining and saying like, oh my god, this whole experience sucked. I don't think like that. Of course it had some super bad moments, I cannot like deny this, but yeah, overall I'm glad that this like half year was here in Italy, and then I go back and I have to like start thinking about new ways, and I have this whole new mindset about thinking what exactly I should do and how I want to do things like career-wise and also in my personal life, you know, because everything that affects you somehow changes you in a way that you have things more clear now, I guess. If you didn't know before, then for sure now you have like other points of views, which isn't always like a bad thing. It's great actually. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So you will actually see the second part of the video, which I pre-recorded, and it will be like in a few minutes, yeah. And now, yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. I'm glad that some of you have watched this and decided to like, I don't know, somehow find out more about things. I'm glad that I think I said this in the previous videos also, that someone has talked to me, and I'm glad that he was touched by some of the stories, I guess. Like I said, this wasn't a blog that I started just to like gain popularity or something, it's just something that I felt I should do. And also, I remember someone actually, another vlogger, she's like from Bulgaria, I don't know if I can say her name, maybe I can, I don't know, but she's like very great, and she had this Instagram post, and it was about something like that introverted people cannot really be introverted if they're like filming all these videos online, like they're vloggers or whatever. And I'm glad because someone has commented on the story, and then she reposted or something, and then she said like the person of the comment said something like yes, people can be introverted because, you know, they don't really think about how you're actually staying in one room and you're talking to yourself. Nobody's actually in the room. So this is how it's not that extroverted, you know. Just me sharing does not mean that I'm like, oh my god, I can do this even in like bigger crowds. Of course, I mean, if I have to, maybe, but it's not like the best thing I would put myself into, you know. So yeah, basically you can be many things, and once you feel comfortable with yourself, finding yourself, feel like you're on the right path. I don't know if I will actually continue with these videos, because I'll probably have less time once I go back and start everything. But maybe once in a while, when I like have these thoughts that I want to share and I suddenly feel maybe this will help someone, because sometimes it actually feels therapeutic, I don't know, therapeutic, yeah, whatever, to talk to basically to myself now and record it, because I don't know, you're just saying things, and sometimes knowing that you're telling these things to someone else makes you feel a little bit better, because you are more careful of what you're going to say, which I think that we also owe it to ourselves to be more careful when we speak to ourselves, like in our minds, and constantly like judging ourselves and saying, oh my god, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this the wrong way. Why are we being like this with ourselves? And when we, at least like when we talk to someone else, we're being, I guess most of us probably try to be nice, and they're not like, oh my god, suck at this, don't do this. And when we're talking to ourselves, we're like 100% worse. I am, for example. And yeah, since I think it's getting dark and you probably won't enjoy this lighting, I think I'm going to stop the video now, but of course, if I have some other thoughts, I will continue them once I go back. And I'm glad you were here with me, you 5, 6, or 7 people, or no, I don't know how many of you are actually watching this, and how many will actually see that. I'm super grateful and stuff. Yeah. So that's it. I'm actually not going to say bye, because I did say goodbye in the last video, which, sorry, the pre-recorded one, which you will see after this. So, keep watching. Hi guys, so I am back in Trieste, and I'm actually pre-recording this thing. So basically I will have gone to Rome once yeah, this is very confusing. So yeah, this is Data here behind me. So thank you, Cynthia, for getting me lost in the woods while searching for Strada Napoleonica. I feel like it was definitely worth it, so thank you. Thank you for sharing all of your stories and everything with me. And also thank you for inviting me to Paris. I really hope to see you there one day, or maybe even here, I don't know, or in Bulgaria, why not? Thank you, Lorenzo, for promoting Italy, and especially Venice, you know. But seriously, thank you. I am grateful to my landlord, Erika, for really giving me the opportunity to live in this apartment here. I am also grateful that I had my awesome roommate, Emmy, and her two cute and awesome dogs, Nala and Zara. I am also grateful that we had like sushi night for, I don't know, like almost every Tuesday. I'm also grateful that I met my other roommate, Anna, even though we spent only like 2 weeks together or something, but because of the whole virus thing. But I feel like we connected really quick, and it was very fun. I am also grateful to my jazz canto teacher, Daniela. Thank you so much. I think she taught me a lot about the process of learning jazz music, even through Skype. I'm sure it would have been even better if we actually managed to see each other in person, but yeah, I guess this is fate. Thank you, Noemi. I feel like she has been an amazing teacher and also helped with the whole, I don't know, virus situation, because I got like distracted for a few hours while we were studying Italian. So thank you, Noemi. Special thanks also to my Erasmus coordinator here in Italy. Thank you, Professor Santin, for the great help, and also to my coordinator, Ms. Nedevov in Bulgaria, because I think that without them I probably would not have survived with all like organizational things and everything. It's been a really messy situation, so thank you. I'm grateful to my friend Eugenia for giving me the opportunity to visit Rome and inviting me there to stay with her. Also, thank you, Giuseppe. And last but not least, I am also grateful to my friends that weren't physically here but stayed in touch through all these difficult times. Thank you, Donna. Sorry, it should have been Donna. thank you also to Marisol. That's not actually her name, but I think she actually knows who she is, so I really appreciate that we've reconnected. And yeah, thank you so much. See you soon, I guess. Thank you, Vanny, for checking how I was, even though we weren't really on speaking terms like 2 or 3 months ago. Thank you for that. I'm sorry if I cannot mention everyone's name, but it's just that maybe I forgot someone, I'm sorry, but I'm really grateful to everyone that I met here and not only here, so thank you. And I'm also thanking this one person. You might think that you don't deserve to be thanked, and you are probably right. But I feel like now I can be myself even more than before. So thank you for leaving. Yep, this is Nala. I feel like I will have shared all of my thoughts in Rome once I'm there. Okay, this is very weird. I'm now traveling in the future and I know what I'm going to say, so I will just say it there probably. So overall, this is like my last video here in Italy, and that's why, I don't know, I decided to film it back here where everything started, so I like complete the circle or something, if it makes sense. Yeah, and now I think in a couple of days I will be traveling with a bus to Bulgaria for 16 days. 16 hours, but it will feel like days, I'm sure. And I hope I'll probably be trapped in quarantine again, like for 7 days. If I am, I really hope that there are 7, not 14, because I'll probably die if they're 14, so this will be the last of me. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully. Yeah, I guess that's it. See you in Bulgaria. Ciao, Italy.